Hello adventurers! Are you ready to become word detectives? Today we are exploring prepositions. Those are words that tell us where and how things move. Think of them as words that give directions. Our mission today is to learn about 5 super fun prepositions, and they are along, across, around, against and through. Let's get ready to explore the world with these small words. Children, let's start with along. This word is used when something is moving right next to something else. For example, she walks along the river every morning. Imagine walking beside the river, road or path. When you are moving right by it, you are moving along it. Means साथ साथ चलना. Imagine yourself as an explorer, strolling along a river bank, spotting fish and ducks. See, just follow the line of the river. That's known as along. Let's understand along with few more examples. The first one is the ship sailed along the coast. Children, that means the ship moved next to the coastline, following its edge. उसका किनारा पकड़ के उसके साथ साथ ship चल रहा था, coast के साथ साथ. Next example is we planted flowers along the fence. The flowers were arranged beside the fence, stretching from one end to the other. Next is the chairs were lined up along the wall. That means the chairs were positioned or placed in a row near the wall. And the last one is the dog ran along the beach. Here, the dog ran close to the shoreline following its path. Children, remember, we use along whenever we have to talk that we were walking बिल्कुल साथ साथ. ठीक है? साथ साथ चलने को we say along. Now we'll understand across. Imagine going from one side of the lake or field to the other side. That's across. You can go across a bridge, across a field, or even across the sky like a bird. For example, the boat sailed across the lake. That means from one end of the lake to the other end of the lake. The boat moved from one end to the other end. That's why a cross word has been used. Let's move on to around. When you are circling something or moving on all sides, you are going around. Around means किसी के आसपास गोल गोल घूमना. Imagine a cat running around a tree trying to catch a squirrel. It's a chase. Children, the cat is running around the tree. Tree के आसपास गोल गोल घूम रही है to catch a squirrel. Clear? Here are some more examples of around for my little kids. So first one is people danced around the bonfire at night. Instead of going in a straight line, people are dancing in a circular way around the bonfire. They are not moving in a line but in circular way. Next, the earth moves around the sun. The earth doesn't go in a straight line. It circles the sun continuously. Around is used to show that it moves in a circular path all the way around the sun. And the next one is the dog chased its tail around the circles. This dog is spinning or moving in a tight circular path all around its tail. Means अपनी tail के पीछे पीछे घूम रहा है. Around helps us visualize it's going in a loop. Dog is moving in a loop. Fine? Next one is against. Against is when someone touches or presses against something else. Imagine leaning against a wall when you are tired or pushing against a heavy door. Here, the wind blew against the windows, making a loud noise. Wind जोर से windows को press कर रही है और उससे ऊंची सी आवाज आ रही है. So pressing against, किसी चीज को जोर से टच करना, प्रेस करना या उसके साथ टच होके खड़े होना. That's known as against. Let's learn few more examples of against for better understanding. So the first one is she leaned against the wall waiting for her friend. My dear children, the girl is leaning with her side touching the wall. Against here indicates that the girl is supported by the wall as she is leaning on the wall. She is touching, taking support from the wall. The second one is the artist leaned her canvas against the stand to start painting. That means the canvas here is touching or taking rest on the stand for support. Against shows that the canvas is pressed up against the stand's surface. And the last one is the climbers rested against the large boulder. This means the climbers are leaning, are lying on the boulder's surface for support. You know, the climbers are very weak plants. They don't have strength on their own. So they are leaning on the boulders to take rest. Against here shows they are in direct contact with the boulder. I hope it is clear. And our last word of the day is through. This means passing inside something from one end to the other. किसी चीज के बीच में से निकलकर बाहर आ जाना. For example, the rabbit hopped through the tunnel to reach the other side. Imagine a rabbit hopping through a tunnel or sunlight streaming through the window. How they come, how they enter from one end to another. That's known as through. Let's learn with few more examples to understand what through exactly means. First is we drove through the dark forest. Walking through a forest is the ultimate adventure, isn't it? Here, through means we drove from one entrance of the forest to the other side of the forest. Second is the river flows through the valley. The river travels inside or within the valley from one end to another. Through here suggests, my dear children, that the river is moving within the valley space. And the last one is they walk through the dense crowd at the festival. Moving through the crowd means going within the group of people, going from one side to the other in a very tight space. That's why through word has been used. Congratulations, my dear learners. You have become preposition pros. Remember, every time you see a cat running around, a bird flying across the sky, or flowers planted along a fence, you are seeing prepositions in action. Try using these words in your day-to-day adventures, like when you walk along the road or look through a window to see the view outside. And hey, if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can become preposition pros too. Click subscribe to join our learning adventures because together we'll keep growing and keep learning every day. See you next time. Bye bye. Take care.